Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, I'm outside. My frost-free date is not here yet, but in today's video I want to share two different concepts with you to pre-sprout gladiolus bulb, friends, so that way when your free frost date is here, you have a nice plant you can actually transfer in your garden. Okay, so I'm gonna make two videos. One video, which is today, I'm just gonna show you how to pre-sprout them. That's it, so you have an idea how to do it, especially if you have gladiolus or you want to try this beautiful flower in the garden. And then the other video, I'm gonna use these ones to show you how to do gladiolus from pre-sprouting stage all the way to bloom. Anyway, so let's get into the video. So here I have these from Ollie's Bargain Center. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below for you. Yes, they sell bulbs. Look at that, $3.50 I paid for this pack. There's 10 in here, and I've purchased bulbs from Ollie's before and I've had great success with them. So very simple. To pre-sprout your gladiolus bulb, you need a shallow container. You don't need anything tall, just something very shallow. So I'm gonna show you something here. So you may ask, how much water do you need in here? Okay, so I put some water in here just to show you the amount. This is too much water. If you look at this, you do not want your bulb to be halfway immersed. You just want the water to be sitting at the bottom, the quarter of the bulb, not a half. Do you see that? So this is too much water, so I'm gonna throw some out and then show you how much water you need. All right friends, so do you see this? It doesn't look like a lot, right? But it's gonna work. So here's the same exact bulb. So when you put these in the water, the flat side goes down and the pointy side is up, just like most of your bulbs, right? Like a tulips, that's how you plant them. Pointy side up, because this is where the foliage, the plant, the flower, everything is gonna come from, and the flat side is the root. So look at that. Do you see the difference? There you go. So it's only covering just the bottom of the container. So we're gonna go ahead and put all of them in here, and here's a good close-up. Do you see that? Yes, those are the roots right there that will be coming out. So once again, flat side down, pointy side up. Make sure you do not have the entire bulb covered in water. You just want the root only to be covered in water. And then look at this, friends. This one already have some roots on it. So we have 10 of these gladiolus. They're hardy from zones 7 and up. I'm in zone 7, but before I was in zone 7, I was 6B before they officially changed the zones last year, and my gladiolus do return for me. Here we are. And here, and don't worry if the shell is coming off, that's completely fine. So here we are, good close-up of what the roots look like. Do you see that flat side down, pointy side up? So we should have 10 of them in here. Yep, that should be 10, and that's all you need to do. So you're gonna keep these in a container, put them inside, not outside. Put them where sunlight comes in, okay? And keep your eyes on the container, because they will dry out. You do not want the water to completely disappear. Always maintain the water in the container. Very important, because once it dries out, the bulbs will not sprout for you. All right friends, so this is how you pre-sprout your gladiolus corms. And then when your free frost date is here, you can actually take them outside and put them in the ground, and you should have a nice good ceiling on there. I have a video I did when I just started YouTube a few years ago. I'm gonna try to find it and link it down below for you. It may not be the best, but you'll see the concept behind it. But I just wanted to get this done, so if you have gladiolus bulbs, or you're thinking of getting these bulbs and you're in the colder zones and you want to get a head start on your garden, you actually see how to pre-sprout gladiolus bulbs. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same concept here, except that with this, I'm gonna document the process entirely, all the way to when they sprout, to when I put them in the garden, to the bloom. So make sure you subscribe so you will see these beautiful blooms in the summer. Yes, and let me know if you'll be trying this beautiful underrated flower. I would say it gives you a lot of vertical interest in your garden. And let's see how tall it should get. This one should get 40 inches tall. You do need to stake them. Most of them you do need to stake them, and they're great as cut flowers with friends. They are worth it. So give gladiolus a try and let me know down below if this is something you have in your garden, or if you'll be planting more gladiolus. And then keep your eyes out for this comprehensive video in summer. I think I'll post it for you so you could see the beginning to the end, as I said before. Friends, it's been 4 days since I did this video and I haven't edited as yet, so I'm like, you know what, let me show you what's going on here. Look at this, okay? Look at that. You can see this. I just can't believe it. And what I can tell you, the water dries out quickly, so you have to keep your eyes on these, okay? Because if the water dries out, you're gonna be disturbing the growth of these beautiful roots. Look at that. So very soon we'll be getting some green tip like these ones over here. So what I recommend, keep these at a bright window. I'm in my dining room right here, so I have them by this big window along with other plants I'm pre-sprouting. It's a hot mess. I can't wait to take everything outside very soon. Anyway, so what I recommend is make sure you turn the container, I would say maybe every 3 days or so, because when they start to get like this with the sprout, you want to make sure the sprout is not leaning because you're in the artificial lighting, right? So just turn the container every couple of days when the sprouts start to come up, so that way the sprouts would go straight up and they're not leaning trying to get the sunlight. Because you know, when you do plants inside, they tend to lean where the sun is coming in. So that's the reason why I'm saying to just make sure you turn the container. And then when you can start to plant outside, when your frost date is here, go ahead and plant them 6 inches deep, okay? 6 inches deep, you should plant them, and they will start to grow for you so quickly because they would have already been pre-sprouted. So you definitely will be ahead of your game. That's the point of doing these. Anyway, friends, so I have my other batch behind here. Remember I told you before, I'm doing 2 videos, one from starting to bloom. This is the other batch. These are the ones from Longfield Garden that I share with you. Just look at that. But this batch, I'll be featuring this in a different video, but just want to show you how they already sprouted within the 4 days as this batch from Ollie's. Alright friends, I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you learned something about Gladiolus and how you can pre-sprout it for early blooms outside. And I'm gonna take you to Lowe's Garden Center along with Ollie's Bargain Center and just share with you some Gladiolus you can find out there. They come in all different colors and they have different height, but they normally will get 48 or 40 inches tall, and they do have the shorter ones too. But I'm gonna insert that shop with me at the end for you so you can actually see different colors and different blooms you can get. All right friends, I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy this short segment to come. All right friends, welcome to Lowe's Garden Center, and here I'm gonna share with you some of these beautiful Gladiolus bulbs. So here you have 50 in the pack for $19.98. I do think this is a great value. And friends, as you can see, they're tear resistant and they're great as cut flowers. And look at the beautiful blooms on here. They're so pretty. And this one is the mixed. And they prefer full sun, and here it says to plant them 8 inches deep, and they're hardy from zones 8 to 10. As I said to you, I'm in zone 6B 7A, and my gladiolus to return for me. I do not need to take them out, and these will get 48 to 60 inches tall. So they have them where they have different sizes and all of that. So just keep that in mind. And welcome to Ollie's Bargain Center. Yes, I had to include Ollie's because Ollie's, they have a lot of selections here for the gladiolus. And here we have 10 bulbs in the pack for $3.50. This is such a pretty combination with the purple. And here it says these will get 40 inches deep. So pretty. And here, friends, they have just a solid purple color. Look how pretty this is. And there's 10 bulbs in the pack for $3.50. You could buy one pack of bulbs for $3.50 or you get two for $7, right? Same difference. That's an oxymoron there. Anyways, and then here we have this. I love this combination. This is so pretty. Look at the orange in there with the pink and the red and the purple. Beautiful. And here's an unusual color you do not find it. This looks more like a wine maroon color. That's why I'm saying check out Ollie's Bargain Center. They have a lot of bulbs here, and especially the Gladiolus. They come in all different color compared to the garden centers. And here we have this red one. This is so pretty. I picked this up last year and the hummingbirds went crazy over this red Gladiolus for the obvious reason, right? The shape of the blooms and the color. So these are great for your hummingbirds. Perfect for them to put their beak in that part of the bloom. Anyway, friends, I really hope you enjoyed this video and you learn how to pre-sprout your Gladiolus bulb. Let me know if you'll be planting any this spring season. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.